Pokemon World and Tokusatsu Multiverse, it's Pokesatsu here, and welcome to episode 6 of the Pokemon Sapphire Mono Water playthrough. In today's episode, before I get started with any real gameplay, I wanted to talk for a minute. I did a lot of that last episode, so I'm going to try and keep this short, especially because it bothered me that in the last episode, if you watched it and saw that I was editing text on screen, that there was roughly in that episode 5 to 6 minutes of the 35 that had no movement, no gameplay at all, just standing there. So except for this part of the video, I will be just constantly moving on screen, somehow doing something. But for this part, it's just going to be me talking about something for a minute. Whenever I get really interested in something or start talking about something and I get really immersed in the topic, it just becomes my entire personality for a while. I've been told that I have ADHD and I should get checked out for that or get a diagnosis or something. But whether I'm talking about like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Tokusatsu, I've been wanting to get back into Digimon. It just really depends on like the conversation. I even have some other hobbies I'd love to talk about here on the channel. Like, of course, everyone knows I'm a Swiftie. I have been working on some fan fiction for these two shows on screen now. It just really depends on everything, and the more I talk, the more distracted I become. So, if you guys can bear with me with that, then today's episode is just going to be talking about talking, because I don't exactly know what to do with that, but, it's really weird. And I'm going to throw in the question of the day here as well, and that would be, would you rather this series be podcast style or commentary style? Would you prefer to just me talk while having gameplay on screen, or would you rather I just commentate on the gameplay? Going forward, that would be really helpful, just letting people, having people... I swear English is my first language. I speak English. It would help me understand, like, what people want to see from me moving forward. So with that being said, like the video, comment down below, subscribe, and let's get into today's episode. So, there's no real team recap, because everything is the same as yesterday. So everything's fine. We're just going to go ahead and get started with the gameplay. I'm actually going to go in here because there's a guy in the back. Can't run in here, which is stupid. And if I remember right, he gives you dig. Oh, is it not him? Is it the kid? He loves fossils. Yeah. So we get dig from this little kid. And the thing about that is, I have a Pokemon on my team. I would like to put a ground type move on based on their attack stat. And you see who it is. Blue Tang, I talked about yesterday how I was confused or mixed on whether I should get rid of Rollout. Then I realized that Dig is just better than Rollout, even though it's 2-turn. And you're probably thinking, Zach, you should put that on Mako. It's stronger than Mudshot. Well, yeah, but I'd rather have coverage on other team members. It is what it is. This guy also gives a TM, but it's for Roar. So we're just going to go with that. No, my problem with talking about things and just expressing my interest in things is... I meant to switch. Is the more I talk, the more I just kind of lose focus on what I'm doing. So, we're just gonna worry about battling and heading up our way and just doing everything in this episode. I may talk about a few things, but nothing too serious. And we are gonna use strength on this Barboach. For the critical hit, I swear, I've gotten critical hits these past few episodes, and just did nothing with that. Like, didn't even mention it or say anything. Gonna battle these trainers. just to get a bit of extra experience points on the team. After all, I do plan on, at least in today's episode, battling, I think it's Archie, on top of Mount Chimney. So if we could just get to that point today, then everything should be fine. And I'll end the episode after the battle with Archie. I'm not gonna switch Pokemon. Also, I saw that I can get Barboach as an encounter here, but I believe I have to have the good rod for that. So I'm not gonna worry about it, because you don't get the good rod until after Norman, I believe, which is when you can get Surf, and you can go back to Mauville and go to the left, or go to the right, sorry. We're going to switch into Remora here because quad weak to grass Pokemon. Well, here's a grass move. And it'll get some more experience on Remora. Now, one thing is, I remember in last episode, I made a Taylor Swift joke. I was talking about, 15, or was it 13? 13 Swiftie activated, and it was singing the lyrics to Cruel Summer. And even I thought that was cringe. I thought it was a little weird. But the thing about me is, I have been a fan of Taylor Swift since I was about 10 years old. See, Fearless came out in 2008. And the original Fearless, not the Taylor's version, obviously. But I was trying to find my own taste in music at the time. And, well, I basically, this is going to sound a little weird, but my sister wasn't into Taylor Swift at the time. She is now. But, when it came to her listening to music, she already had, music she already listened to. With me, all I listened to was what my parents played in the car. So, when my Nana said, hey, here's a bunch of CDs if you want to just, go through this cabinet, pick them out, anything that looks like it might be interesting to you, and you can just listen to those. Your parents told me you have a radio in your room. If it can play CDs, then you can just use that if you want. And I said, okay, cool. So I went into the cabinet, and my Nana was like, you can have this CD. I was going to give it to your sister, but she doesn't want it. So it was a copy of Fearless. Oh, it's a Viper, cool. I'm going to run, hopefully. It was a copy of Fearless, and she was like, if you want this, you can have it. And I was like, yeah, sure. I wouldn't mind that at all. Or however I would respond as a 7-year-old. The arrows on the left side here are sticking. I don't know if it's my screen or something. But we're just going to switch here. Switch around. Get Lombre and Doom. And get Doom and Remora. A battle here with these Senior and Junior. We're just going to Acid is stronger here. And then we're going to Absorb on the Graveler. But no, I remember the first CDs I ever were given or found or whatever in that cabinet was an early Rascal Flatts album. It was Brad Paisley's Part 2. Of course, I was given the Fearless album. And then I was given by my other grandmother on my mom's side. This was my grandmother on my dad's side. On my mom's side, she gave me, was it Alan Jackson's Precious Memories or something? It was something like that. I don't remember. She gave me an Alan Jackson album, or was it a gospel album? I think it was. I don't know if these were even around the same time. But as I've been growing my interest in music, as I've been growing up, then it's I try my best to, do what I can music-wise. If someone wants to show me some music, or they want to, get my opinion on music, I'm going to easily tell them, yes, what do you want to show me? Do I have any healing items? I do not. I'm just going to use this Oranberry. Because I don't feel like going back to Pokemon Center right now. We're not that far, but Doom's probably just going to be Switch Train today anyway. But yeah, as I was growing up and listening to music, but becoming a Taylor Swift fan was just something that stayed with me. Because I would listen to Fearless, and I even made the joke earlier in the series that I was crying over a boyfriend I didn't even have. I didn't even understand the concept of a boyfriend yet. I was like 9. And it just became like a thing for me. That way, like, when Speak Now came out, it was a big thing for me. And then when Red came out, I was like, oh, I thought that she was going to end with Speak Now because of the song Long Live. It was meant to be a song that showed like her appreciation for the people that have been part of her journey this amount of time. She thought Speak Now was going to be her last album. And then just, it wasn't. She later on released like Red and had a new look, a new style to her. And I was like, oh, okay, because I really liked it. And it was like, was it 2011? Was it 2011 when Red came out? That, like, I was 12. And I was watching, like, the music videos on GAC, like, early morning getting ready for school on, like, MTV. It was fun. Because it was like, I was still a big fan of hers. But I've been talking about Taylor Swift for too long, so I'm going to move on. Going to switch into Blue Tang to use that newly acquired dig. Do not do that to me with the accuracy. Do not prove me wrong immediately. No. I've been proven wrong about the power immediately. Oh no. And never mind. It was the first time we used dig on Blue Tang, and it misses. That's my luck. That is definitely my luck. So this episode's already running about 12 minutes. I may actually just make this a shorter episode since yesterday was longer than planned. And I'm going to maybe just battle Team Aqua here, go back to Fall Arbor Town, or like to the entrance of Mount Chimney, and just call that an episode, because I don't want these episodes to be so terribly long that people don't want to watch them. Like, of course, that's like another thing with content creation. You want them to be long enough so that people will watch the episode, but not too long that they'll click away and watch it later. That's the thing I do with, like, longer video content creators. I have some that I follow that do, like, hour-long videos. And I just can't watch those in one sitting. I can't do it. So it's like, more of an attention span thing. If I'm talking about something I care about, then, like, I can easily talk about it 4 hours. And I don't mean, like, 4 hours. Like, I can talk about it for a 4-hour period. But if someone I'm watching tries to get me to watch the same thing for an hour, that's just me. I can't do it. I don't know why. I just kind of can't. We're going to battle this hiker here. See, you're supposed to say yodelay he who back to me, because there's no echo up here. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I intentionally say yodelay he who outside of these two jokes? Sir, get your life together. Get your shit in the bag and get it together. Get it together, Summer. I loved that scene in Rick and Morty. Just like, get your shit, put it in a bag, and get it together. It was a really funny scene. It dragged out a bit for a second, but it's like, this is a really funny scene. So now we are outside of, and now inside of, Meteor Falls. I'm going to go up here and get this item. Okay, it's a full heal. That's nothing useful right now. But now Oh, look, it's Michael Jackson. The meteorite, Mount Chimney. But no, it's like, I want to make episodes that are roughly 20 minutes in length. Like, when an episode goes longer, I want it to be like the opening intro I do, where it's like, it may add 1 or 2 more minutes to it, but not have the video more than like 25 minutes. And that's the thing. It's like, I have to, like, even though this is just a screen recording on my phone, I still have to watch the episode back and edit it on my phone too, and that can take a while. Like, editing yesterday's video took an hour. I rewatched the episode twice, and I was kind of bored, like, watching my own content. And you shouldn't feel that way. It just felt strange to me. So now the professor, talk to him. Okay, I thought he was going to take us back to the city. I guess that's only in the remakes. But it is what it is. We're just going to go ahead and head back from Meteor Falls. I know there's a moonstone in the other side of this place, and I just don't need it. None of the Pokemon that I'm going to be using evolve with a moonstone, so I'm not necessarily worried about it. That's just me. But if I don't need it, and I'm more likely to not sell it for money until like the very end of the game, I'm not worried about it. So we're just gonna go with that. Oh, that took it out easy. And another Wing Gult. We're just gonna stay in and use Wing Attack. Oh, it used Yawn. That's why it didn't do any damage. Oh crap, I didn't notice that. Started talking again. I'm just going to switch into Leviathan. Be alright. And I'm going to Strength. Just a quick one shot, you know? I might actually use that full heal now. I know I'm heading to the Pokemon Center in just a second. But... oh, wait. Sticky keys again. Okay. But anyway, I don't know. It's like, I went on a little tangent there talking about Taylor Swift, and then immediately, like, started talking about gameplay again. And I know that can be sort of whiplash, just like on my Instagram, which, by the way, link in the description. I'll talk about, like, my posts on there. The posts are all Pokemon, but I add new music to them, I have different captions, and people have told me just about the whiplash they get because I'll have, like, Super Sentai music on a Pokemon poster. I'll have, like, Digimon music on a post, or I'll, like, bring out an old country song that probably their parents don't even remember. Or it's like, I put on the post before, like, in case you don't know, this song is from the 80s. And it's like, because I checked my, like, stuff on my page, and, like, my average follower age is between, like, 18 and 25. Which is fair, I'm 25 myself. But still, it's like, man, I wish, like, you know, like, nowadays people probably understand that, like, yeah, he posts weird stuff. He wants to be, like, fun. He likes to show off his hobbies, he likes to talk about his hobbies and all that. And, that's just kind of who I am. I want to, like, talk about things I enjoy, potentially get other people to enjoy them as well. We are running from this Skarmory because, oh my god. And I just want to, you know, be open with things I want to talk about. I want to enjoy those things. I want to be able to not hold back in a way. But I know, like, if I keep talking, did anyone else growing up think this looked like a Paris? Like, this was the only way to get Paris in the game? Does anyone not see Paris? I'll have one on screen next to it. Do you not see Paris? I'm getting sidetracked again. Like, it's just something that I've had to deal with for a while now. Oh, there's a Torkoal. See, I've run into, what, 2 or 3 Pokemon this episode that only evolve, or they don't evolve, like they're single stage. Would you guys want to see a single stage playthrough of a Pokemon game? I would love to do that. I would really love to do that at some point. So we're going up on the whatever. We're going up on the rail thing. And now we're going to head up the mountain. And, oh look, there's Maxie. Oh, Z, please, you must stop Team Aqua for me. They're trying to make this volcano inactive by using the stolen meteorite's power. Yeah, cool, bro. It is what it is. Well, Maxie, you know what? I'm going to help you in the next episode, because this episode's running for 20 minutes now, and honestly, I want to make a shorter episode based on how yesterday's length went on the episode, so I'm going to end it here. And I'm going to say, whether you're training to be the very best like no one ever was, or just trying to ride or kick it up a notch, just remember that you've got this, and I will see you in the next episode, and hopefully I will talk a lot less or a lot more depending on your answers to today's question of the day. So, take care.